It's almost time for some blackout. Hey, is you ready for blackout?
What's going on YouTube?
Jamar.
What's going on YouTube?
Washington.
This is boy, Jamar for here once again. Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Jamar for here once again, and we're here to talk about this latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This episode, it was kind of meh. Wasn't really too much to it. I thought it was going to be more than from what I heard because I didn't get to watch it until like 10 minutes ago. So we're gonna go ahead and recap on this from what we saw. So last week, you know, we saw the Tommy and Tiara and Scrappy's situation at the dinner table. As we saw about last week, I don't know what he was expecting to come out of that, and I think Tiara said it best in her confessional. She thought that he was gonna get these two women together, and he was gonna tell us this whole situation about his court, and we were just gonna be like, oh, you know what, it's okay, baby, you can smash us both, it's totally fine. Like, nah, I don't think that's really what he was expecting. If it was, I really don't want to believe that he's that stupid. But from how he laid it out, I'm like, how did you? What kind of response are you expecting? You know, but. That's neither here nor there. Tommy got up. She left. After she done thrown all her bitches and hoes and all talking about all the other stuff. Now, Tiara's sitting here. You know, security is pulling her back. She's trying to fight Scrap, and she's like, you know what? I'm fine. And then she gets a sucker punch in. I'm like, really? Y'all saw that coming, but y'all just wanted to see it on camera. That's the shameful part about it. But so that whole situation ended relatively ugly, which is anybody surprised? Is anybody surprised? Next we have Karlie Red naked on Playboy. I'm just gonna slip right on past that because I'm sure that neither I nor you requested to see Karlie Red naked on any set. So, I mean, it's not like she's, you know, bad built or anything, but I just didn't care. I don't know what that means. I just didn't care. I didn't. And life, as much as I love your music, why are you on the show? You can't really be in a relationship with Karlie Red. You seem to have so much more sense and intellect than to willingly be with someone like Karlie Red without there being a cut check. You can't really want to marry Karlie Red. I just can't. Well, you know what? I ain't got nobody. So maybe there's something there that I just don't understand. It has to be. Something is just not right in that. But, you know, it's good to see life getting another check. But Karlie, though? Anyways, I'm just going to leave it alone. So now we finally, after, what's this, the 4th or 5th episode? We finally get to see Joseline come back on screen. Her and Stevie's shopping for diamonds. She's trying to make it seem like, you know, she really doesn't want to be back there. Like, Stevie made her move, and it's this whole big deal, and diamonds are going to make her feel better about it. And just like, oh, okay. You know you wanted to come back because that Stevie J and Joseline show was pure bullshit. Pure bullshit. And this is your bread and butter right here, the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast. So, Stevie's updating her about the things that happened with Scrap and their whole KK fam. What is this going on? That was annoying me. So they had the whole situation with Scrap and them going on, and so she's trying to figure out, you know, the whole situation with Tommy and how they got cool and blah blah blah. And she wants to host a gathering or a party for her music video releasing for church. Now, if y'all remember, she performed that last year at the season 4? Is it 4? I think, yeah, we're on season 5 now. So the season 4 reunion, she performed that church song, which is probably, now out of all the songs that she's had, Stiju Makudi Cat and that other nonsense that was in Spanish that she had before, Church is probably the only song that actually sounds like something I might download illegally. Not buy, but might download illegally. So I guess there's going to be a video for that. I don't know if we're going to see that, if we're going to have to wait till the end to see it officially, or damn it, I keep getting messages. So she wants to invite everybody to this event, but she wants to talk to Tommy first about, what she's planning on doing, because she wants to invite Mimi and Tommy and the whole family, and as you know, there's going to be some bull. So they wants to at least, let her know or warn her at the same time. But also, she has a little piece of tea that she wants to share with Tommy, which I think we're going to get to in a minute. So Rasheeda wants to call a staff meeting at her at her store called Press. Okay, she wants to hold staff meeting because I guess she feels like her family, her close knit family, aren't taking the job as seriously as she would like to. And she already started to complain about her stepdaughter. What's her name? Kalisha? Kelsey, that's her name. So she's already making a comment about how Kelsey's always late. And this is one thing. I know when you're running a business and you like to hire family first just because that's who you trust first. But the thing is also is family are the first ones to take advantage of that opportunity just because they know that they're family and they know you're not going to probably be as hard on them because they're family. Means they're going to take advantage of that and probably do what Kelsey, I want to call her Khalees for some reason. Shout out to Khalees. But yeah, she's coming in late. She's, disrespecting Rasheeda's mama. Now, I know that this is your stepmama, and I guess it's not really your mama, but there still should be a level of respect there. Like, this is your father's wife, This is your father's wife's mother. Okay, she walks in. She's like, hey, how you doing? Rasheeda looks at her clock like, girl, where you been? As she starts going on, like, I had a 3-year-old. If you don't have a 3-year-old that I had to drop off, then you would understand. And Rasheeda's mom was like, I had 2 3-year-olds and a job, and I still made it on time. She was like, well, she was kind of giving like a whatever excuse. It seems like if that was the only thing that you had to do, Rasheeda would probably understand that. But I feel like you're probably pushing it further than you are able to be pushing it just because this is your father's wife and she should be, grateful. Well, not really grateful, but she should be more lenient towards you. And then she wants to go around talking about how when her dad comes in, how he wants her, or she wants him to focus on her rap career and how he wants to continue she wants to continue the Frost name and legacy. And I'm like, they're not even continuing the Frost name and legacy. Rasheeda is still chewing on her bubblegum with her legs to the moon, and Kirk is Kirk. So I'm not sure if they're the people that should be helping you, per se. I would, if you're looking at just the cast, I would look at maybe Stevie J or K. Michelle. Those are the only people who have reputable credits enough for you. If you're trying to start something, that's where you should go. Okay? Not Kirk and Rasheeda. I mean, I know they're your parents. Well, one of them is. But no. No. And then just her voice. She kind of sounds like Betty Idle. Her and Betty Idle have that same really high, annoying, nasally voice that I just can't stand to listen to for more than a few seconds before I just start beating my head senselessly against the brick wall. I can't. So Dime meets up with Mimi because, they're friends now. They buried the hatchet about the whole management situation. And Dime wants to, sort of apologize to Mimi about the party. And because Dime is cool with Tiara, who, remember when Mimi said if she saw one of those 2 girls again, there was going to be trouble? Right. So Dime wants to kind of bring them both together. So she says, since you're in a forgiving mood, you know, I wanted to bring somebody out. And she brought Tiara out. Mimi was like, oh, nope. Nope, goodbye. I'm not doing it. Not today. We're not doing this bullshit today. Mimi was not having it. She got up and was ready to walk away. And then Dom was like, no, Mimi, come back. What you doing? You know, Mimi was just kind of sitting there over it like, okay, what you got to say to me? What? Why are we here? And so Tiara basically pled her case. You know, she wanted to apologize because she explained that she didn't know that she was coming into that situation. And she said that, you know, my baby, this girl came to my job and I just found out that she was, you know, messing with my baby daddy. Now, I thought it was very interesting that she said that she was messing with my baby daddy. Not she was messing with my man. Not she was messing with my boyfriend. Like, if this is just your baby daddy, then he shouldn't be exclusive. There's no sense of exclusive. What's the word? Is it exclusive? I can't say it. Exclusiveness. There was no sense of that in her statement, so I still can't understand what her problem is or why she's upset. But okay. And you know, I just found out that, you know, all that was going on, like at the party. I didn't know. I was kind of being ambushed and whatever, and so Mimi was like, well, you know, I understand because I had the same situation with my baby daddy and Joseline and this, that, and the four. So basically, they made up about it, and she started crying because she said, you know, my son's father treats me this way, and I just don't know what to do, and blah, blah, blah. So all in all, Dime was the peacemaker between at least Tiara and Mimi. Now, she may still feel a way about Tommy, but at least her and Tiara are now, you know, they're cool. They're cordial. Joseline meets up with Tommy and basically, you know, is trying to see like what's going on. And Tommy was telling her of the things that Dime was saying at Chris's party, talking about how, because, you know, Tommy was saying, you know, I like Joseline. Me and her, we cool. They met over the summer. We cool. And then Dime was like, no, you don't know the real Joseline. She's fake and this, that, and the fourth and blah, blah, blah. And so Joseline was like, so I'm sitting over here thousands of miles away and y'all still over here talking about me. And she said she has some kind of revenge plot that she's going to put on all these people that's been talking about her. But mainly in this meeting, you know, she said she's going to, you know, invite Tommy to this event that they're having. But she wanted to also spill the fact that she heard from a very reliable source that, what's that boy name? Scrappy not only has you and not only has this other baby mama, but he has an alleged real, I don't know if she called him a wife, a real girlfriend, or I guess just some girl that he's been with for years holding him down. Like they like that term that they like to use. Sure. So they've been holding each other down for years, and so he's playing both of y'all. Really, and her. He's playing all three of them. So she's pissed off, and we're going to see how that plays out next week. So she's going to sit there and be like, okay, well, as long as she walks out here like a lady, we going to be cool. So I'm just like, you can't just drop this kind of information on somebody and expect for them to just be like, oh, okay. You know, I totally understand. Like, no, this ain't how this should work. But I'm interested to see how she's going to make this whole big scene. I saw her throwing money at Scrap and stuff next week. I'm like, okay. All right, Mona. All right. So now we finally get to see K. Michelle. And as we know, K. Michelle said, I believe she's only going to be on like 5 episodes. She's really having like a minor role in this. I guess she doesn't want to be completely back, but she wants to be back just enough to get a check. You know what I'm saying? And she came to visit Karlie Red at her store in L.A., and she was talking about how she went to London and how she was looking for a British man with a big dick. Okay, I guess when you're tired of one, you try to find another kind. Okay. But she was talking about how much Joseline had hurt her, how she tried to reach out to Joseline, and you know, basically, because, you know, K. Michelle and Joseline are cool now. Basically saying, like, it's not even really something that has to do with you all the time. And I thought this was real. This is what K. Michelle said works, you know, across the board. How somebody else treats you doesn't always have anything to do with you. It could be them going through something within themselves that they just don't know how to deal with that and you at the same time. So in order for them to deal with what they have going on internally, they have to kind of push other people away. And I can say that I've done that once or twice before, so I kind of understand, like, yeah, just give a person some time to deal with whatever they have to deal with, and then, you know, come back and try again. So that's pretty much what K. Michelle was trying to say. And this was the part of the episode that was kind of, you know, I was seeing a lot of discussion about this on Twitter. When Tiara met up with Scrap, again, she decided that the issue may not be, or the issue might help resolve itself if she works out her issues with KK, which is Scrap's mom. And so now she went to Scrap and told him, you know what, I want to have a meeting with you and your mom and try to make amends right then and there. Scrap is like, cool, we can do that. So he goes to his mama, and, you know, as much as he loves and respects his mama, he tries to be like, well, you know, if it would make me happy, would you be willing to sit down with Tiara, you know, to talk about, you know, the whole situation? And she was like, no, I'm not. And she was calling him basically stupid for saying that, oh, well, if a woman's gonna tell you not to be with not to be around your son, you could take it to the court. Mind you, she has a point, because she can't just say, oh, you can't see your son because of who he's, you know, sleeping with. Like, he has to be like a drug dealer, or he has to have some sort of toxic environment that they seem, you know, for the child to be in. So you can't just say no just because you don't want him to. So that where she has a point. But I feel like as a mother, you would try to do what would make your family whole, because if she likes it or not, if KK likes it or not, Tiara is a part of her family now because her grandson is her child. So y'all are connected forever until one of you goes under. Okay? And the fact that she was so in her feelings about what happened that she's not even willing to try and rectify the situation, even though Scrap and Tiara are willing to try to do it. Scrap was over it, so he pushed down the little chair and he walked out, and she tried to call him a bitch for that. I'm like, ever since this lady that came up on screen, I've been annoyed with her, honestly. What else? Oh, and lastly, they ended off on a very odd, I don't even know if this is supposed to be a cliffhanger or not, but Joseline went to go talk with Karlie Red, I guess, about, you know, their whole situation, like, are they cool or are they not cool? And apparently Joseline believes that Karlie Red was one of the people spreading her name through the mud, and she done went and dug up some information that she doesn't want onto the blogs, and she said, if you keep up with your messy ways, then all this stuff on the blog is going to come out. And I'm like, we don't even have any idea. Do we even care? Like, there's nothing about Karlie Red that we really want to know. Or there's, I feel like what she has is probably nothing. Like, or nothing really worthwhile. I don't know why they left the episode off with that, but that was pretty much the end of that episode. I'm glad this video isn't too long. If you guys liked it, make sure you guys thumbs up the video. Make sure you guys, you know, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Like, share, subscribe.
Washington.